prayer or something. My mom does that too. My mom made me do a candle one time where I had to write out.
That's light magic.
Yeah, I had to write out like all my like goals and things I wanted and everything I wanted for the upcoming year. I think this was like going into like 2019 or something. And then we wrote that, and then we put it in like an orange, like we peeled an orange and put it in an orange and put like a bunch of like pennies and all this like spices and herbs and shit, and then we lit it, and then the orange like blew up.
Yeah.
And it's supposed to, hypothetically, when it's done burning, the candle, you leave that burning the whole time.
Siri, how long has it been since an episode of the Frequency podcast?
It's been 84 years.
Oh, God. What have I missed?
Life as you knew it has changed. We are living in a post-apocalypse of instant gratification. Unhealthy lifestyles, and an incel uprising. The world needs you now, more than ever. Help us, Floral Father. You're our only hope.
Oh my God! Oh my God! My goodness. Look at this, look. Oh, everything feels so foreign. Oh my goodness, everything feels so foreign, but so fucking good to be back at the Frequency podcast. Get these fucking pubes off of my face, bro. We're back. Oh, did you ever think you'd see the day? We're back, baby. Bienvenidos, damas y caballeros, a La Frecuencia, featuring your floral father, Negrito Baby. Say what's up to the audience, Negrito Baby, and he's off. Ugh. Bro, I got these fucking Bigfoot hairs all up in my mouth. God damn. That little intro was the hardest thing to record, bro, because that beard kept slipping and sliding off of my face, and it wasn't a good time. There's hairs all over my room. My room is covered in hairs. It looks like the floor of a barber shop from that one fake beard. There's also fucking plastic bottles and cans and everything from when I just flicked everything off of the table. If you genuinely thought that I did that whole intro scene and then cleaned up and then recorded the podcast, you're wrong. You're wrong. Literally, the camera is propped up on a landfill right now, and we're fucking sending it, bro. And I have one thing to say. I'm your floral father, and I'm back. And I want to apologize as your floral father for abandoning you like your real father, because that wasn't cool. And I really want to explain myself on where we've been, because it's been 84 years. Or at least it's fucking felt like it. Am I right? It's felt like an eternity, bro. It was an eternity of fucking anguish and sadness and emptiness inside of me and inside of you and inside of all the members of our floral cult. All the members of our floral cult in the absence, in the cold, chilling, post-apocalyptic war. I don't even know where I'm going with this, bro. But all I'm saying is I'm happy to be back. And I'm going to explain in this episode why the fuck I was gone for so long. But before we do that, man, I just want to say thank you to you guys. Because I know, at this point, am I even relevant anymore? Is the frequency even relevant? I've been off the internet for so long. Like, is anyone even watching this right now? Mom, what's up? Dad, mwah, I love you. How you doing? Coco? My girlfriend. Those are the only 4 people that are probably watching this right now. But if you're not one of them and you are watching this, mwah, I love you. And them, I love you even more, bro. I just want to say thank you to you guys for, even though I know I had a pretty long hiatus and man, it really sucked, bro, because I felt like I had a really good momentum going with the podcast and with my music and with everything. Let's flash back 84 years prior. Podcast number 17, episode 17 goes up with my girl. Life is amazing for your floral father. He's got the girl. He's got a laptop. He's got a car. He's working on a podcast. Got good momentum going with it. He's working on music. Got good momentum going with that. He's got beautiful cats. 2 beautiful cat children that keep him just filled with love and gratitude and joy for the world. And then boom, tragedy strikes. Oh, tragedy strikes. We're going to get into the nitty-gritty details of what happened to the Frequency podcast. So behind the scenes, it wasn't all glitz and glamour the whole time. I know whatever people portray on social media, you always think, oh my God, they got so much going for them. Look at all this cool stuff they're doing. You guys are probably looking at me like, wow, he's got a podcast. He's got music. He's hitting the gym. He's making some muscles. Oh my God, he looks great. His life's amazing. Wrong. Now I'm grateful because my life was and still is amazing. I'm not going to lie. But that's because that's the mindset I've brought to it. But these past couple months have been treacherous. God has been testing me, bro. The universe was like, I don't think this kid struggles enough. Boom, and then it threw me a colossal gangbang of fucking problems. A colossal gangbang of just fucking anguish mentally, and because it was mentally and some of the things that occurred, it became physical. And then it got to a point where I reached out to like shamans and Sherpas and spiritual healers because I was like, I think someone has a curse on me. I'm not even lying. I thought I was cursed, bro. I thought I was cursed because so many things were happening in rapid succession. I don't even know if those words go together, but so many terrible things were happening back to back that I thought someone put a hit on me, a spiritual hit, a fucking curse. I thought someone had a voodoo doll and they were like, what are we going to do to this motherfucker today? Oh, boom. And then boom, some shit would happen. But here's where it all started. I'm probably since I've had 17 episodes of this. I was going to say this motherfucker, but this is my baby, bro. This podcast is my baby. I love this so much. And I love everything I do, but this podcast especially, it kind of took a toll on my psyche when it went down, man. And it started with this. We have 17 episodes. This is the 18th episode, the welcome back, the comeback episode. And I'd say around episode 9 or 10 behind the scenes, I was running with hardware. My laptop was hardware from 2015, bro. I'm pretty sure Steve Jobs was still alive when my fucking laptop came out, bro. Don't fact check me on that because I don't want to sound stupid if I got that wrong. But I'm pretty sure he was, man. What a year, bro. I just graduated high school when I got my laptop. And me and that laptop had been through so much, bro. I used it for everything. You know, in my teenage years, I used it to watch, unlimited amounts of porn. And then in my developmental years, after that, when I moved to LA, I used it to research the craft of acting. And I used it to learn how to edit videos. I used it to learn how to do the little things. And then when I found my true love, when I found my true calling, music production, and when I said, I want to do this looks fun. It was there by my side through thick and thin, and it's really where I started my whole musical journey was on that laptop. So that laptop, to me, was like family. I know that sounds dumb that I'm calling a piece of technology family, but truly that laptop to me had been through everything, bro. And in times where I was like, man, my life sucks, at least I can sit down and watch YouTube for 20 minutes, lock myself in my room and produce for 5 fucking days straight if I wanted to, man. I was always on that thing. And a lot of my creative endeavors, ideas, and births, a lot of creative births happened on that laptop. So you can only imagine how upset I was when that laptop was on life support. Around 7 to 10 episodes in, that laptop was struggling, bro, to even put this podcast together, to even open up more than 3 tracks of Serum and an Ableton project, bro. To even open up Ableton, it was huffing and puffing, and I should have done more to take care of it, man. I truly should have done more to take care of it. But in those years that it lasted from 2015 to now, rest in peace, it did everything it needed to get me and advance me to the level that I'm at today, to where I'm at today in life. But it started just, it was on its last leg. It was holding on by a thread, barely, bro. Holding on by the last 2 pieces of circuitry that worked in that fucking motherboard, dog. So I'll get into a little bit of details. Like I said, it was freezing up a lot. It would literally, it would just freeze. And I would be rendering the podcast, hour-long podcast, lengthy chunks of content. And like halfway towards the rendering process or towards the end, it would just crash completely. And it would render the whole couple hours that it was trying to bounce this podcast down the drain. And it would do that back to back to back, consistently. And I'm surprised, looking back now, that I was honestly able to pump out a podcast weekly. There were some weeks, I'm not going to lie, where people would be like, hey, where was the podcast this week? There was a couple weeks where I missed it. And genuinely, guys, it was because my laptop didn't work. It didn't have the power and the capacity to be pumping out these long forms of content. And so it was freezing constantly. It was constantly rebooting. Like I'd be in the middle of doing something, editing a video, editing a podcast, working on music, doing whatever it is. And then it would just shut off and then shut back up, like start back up, reboot itself. And then everything was lost, all the progress. And so I was like, man, this is kind of becoming a burden on my workflow. But like I said, I didn't want to spend the money. And I was like, basically, I said, I'm going to grind this fucking laptop until it's a fine powder. I'm literally going to work on this thing until it fucking offs itself. And that's exactly what happened. And the podcast went from bouncing in about a couple hours to the last few episodes of the Frequency podcast took more than a day and a half. I had to leave it running overnight. A, had to leave it running overnight. B, had to hope that it wouldn't crash and burn and restart itself halfway through the exporting process. And I had to hope that, honestly, I'm surprised my desk never caught on fire, because it would get to points where like it was at dangerous levels, dangerous temperatures, bro. I needed to have a fire extinguisher on deck and handy, bro, because this shit was like a tiny furnace. Like a coal engine burner in one of the Titanics, bro. One of the Titanics, like there was multiple. Like it was a coal furnace in the Titanic, and what happened in the Titanic? Its eventual downfall. It crashed and burned, and that's exactly what happened on my laptop. So that happened, and with no laptop, there's no podcast, there's no music, there's no anything. And I said, okay, don't panic. Luckily, I'm in a financial situation. Luckily, life has been good. Diosito's been watching out for me. The universe has been, kissing me on the cheek and giving me lots of abundance. So I was like, financially, I'll take a small hit, but it's an investment. So I went to the Apple store and I was like, hey, my laptop doesn't work. And they were like, okay. And they were like, so what do you want to do? I was like, can I trade it in and get a new one? And they were like, yeah, let's check out the laptop. I pull out the laptop and they were like, you seriously want to trade this thing in? And I was like, yeah. They're like, do you expect to get any amount of money from this? And I was like, well, I mean, it still turns on and it's like, and they were like, the best we can do is recycle this. The best we can do is take care of the planet and make sure that this thing goes into the landfill that my fucking camera is propped up on right now. That's basically what they said my laptop was. They said it was trash. And so I got no money for a trade-in, which means I had to buy a laptop at full price. And I was like, all right, what laptops do you guys have? And now I have, in the back of my mind, I know, okay, the laptop I had, 2015 MacBook Pro, regular, was not enough to power through all the creative endeavors that I'm tackling now. A podcast, music, long form, editing, downloading and exporting and Photoshop and all these programs that I'm running. I was like, that couldn't handle it. So I want something a little more powerful. I want something with a little more power. And so I saw the one I wanted and I was like, I want this one. And he was like, good luck, kid. And I was like, what do you mean good luck, kid? What do you mean good luck, kid? He's like, can't find that anywhere. I was like, what do you mean? And he's like, that is due to, everything's made in fucking China. And he's like, and due to, the global circumstances right now, we're still on the hind legs of the pandemic. We're still feeling some stuff with that. We're about to head into a recession, yada, yada. He explained all the political fucking terrain that we're currently in. And he was like, so unfortunately, those parts for those are scarce. And there's nobody working in China because they're all revolting or some shit because their government's crazy and they're all indoors still because of COVID. So he's like, you're looking at least 2 months until that laptop comes in. I was like, really? He's like, we don't even have them in stock here. He was like, where you live? I was like, and then he was like, okay, in that area, you got this mall with all these Apple stores. He's like, none of them are in stock. In fact, nothing in Los Angeles is in stock. In fact, every neighboring state to California does not have it in stock. And if you go deeper into the country, they don't have it in stock either. Our country doesn't even have that in stock. I was like, so what's my best options? He was like, well, you can buy this regular MacBook Pro, new, and it's the one with the little touch bar and the slider. And he's like, we have a fuck ton of those because nobody's buying them because everybody wants the one you want. And I was like, yeah, because that one, it's the power. It's the one for the artists. It's the one for motherfuckers with creative endeavors, I'm just kidding. All MacBooks are really powerful, but the one I wanted was out of stock. And so he was like, if you order it online, it's going to take 2 months. If you put the order in with us here, it's going to take 2 months, and then you can come in and pick it up. And I was like, I don't really know if I believe him. So I went home, jumped on apple.com, ordered a new laptop, all custom parts, top of the line, bro. It's alive! I crafted my own fucking monster, my own fucking power workhorse of a fucking monster, bro. This thing is a beast. But sure as hell, I hit click, add to cart, and it said, your laptop will arrive anywhere from late July, early August. And what are we in right now? August. It's August, and I got my laptop probably like 2 weeks ago, a week or two ago. And then after that, it was transferring stuff from my broken laptop to my new laptop, and it was just a mess. But oh, baby, when it rains, it pours. As all that laptop fiasco extravaganza was happening, my car decided, hey, you know what? I'm older than the laptop. I'm from 2008. My laptop, no, if it was really going to speak, it would have spoken in the old man voice. I'm from 2008. I'm fucking on life support out here. I'm fighting for my damn life out here. That's what my fucking car would have said. And as my laptop was committing sideways, my car also decided to commit sideways, and my transmission completely gave out. The car was immobile. It could not even move. So, and it was funny too, because I knew my car was coming to an end, bro. And I knew it was a transmission, and I knew it was going to be pricey, and it was going to be so pricey that it was not worth the price of the actual car itself. And so anytime I'd get in my car, bro, I would shift gears, and when I would shift gears, it would go. It was horrendous, bro. It sounded like the Iron Giant eating a pile of scrap metal. That's what my fucking car sounded like when it was shifting gears, bro. It sounded like two Transformers fucking. It was horrendous, dude. And so eventually one day I get in my car, push to start, it starts, and then I go to drive, and it just boom back into neutral. It was like no, and I hit drive, boom back into neutral, and then I would rev it, it would rev, but the transmission just it wouldn't even shift gears, and I was like fuck. So now I have a laptop that doesn't work. I have a car that doesn't work, and I'm not gonna lie, your boy was feeling pretty blue because those are the things I use the most. The car, when I think about it, is how I would get to the gym every day. And you guys know that. Your Floral father is a fitness connoisseur. Your Floral father is a fitness connoisseur. I love to be in the gym. I love to be working on my body. And because I didn't have the car, it honestly, guys, I wasn't taking no for an answer when it came to coming to the gym. What I did in this heat, we all know the fucking blazing sun, how fucking tremendous the sun has been lately, bro. Boiling temperatures. I'm cooking eggs on the hood of other people's cars because I didn't have one. I was cooking eggs on my neighbors' cars, and they were like, "Hey, what are you doing, buddy?" They were like, what are you doing, buddy? Get the fuck out of here. And then I would take the eggs, floop. Actually, what I would do is I would flip them an egg, and they'd be like, for me? And I'd be like, yeah, breakfast. And they'd be like, you know what? You can cook eggs anytime you want on my car. Actually, bring some bacon tomorrow, too. And honestly, you could cook whenever you want. Me car is Sue Grill. So I would do that, bro. And where was I going with that? Oh, yeah, but the sun is blazing, bro. The sun is blazing lately. It's been well over 100 some days, and for the most days, it's been in the 90s, bro. My AC is busting 24/7. My fan has never came off. My fan has not been off since around March of this year. I'm not even gonna lie. And because the heat has been so treacherous, I still wasn't going to let that stop me from hitting the gym, bro. No car. I started skateboarding. I'm not even lying to you guys. I started skateboarding to the gym every day. That's about 2.5 mile skate that I would do every day. Maybe more, bro. And I would skate that, and I would get to the gym, bro, just sweating bullets, dripping, looking like I just fucking looking like I just bobbed for apples at a fair, bro. Looking like I just took a shower in Niagara Falls, bro. It was treacherous. I'm using that word a lot, bro. I don't know. So every part of my being right now is like, use the word treacherous again. But bro, I would skate to the gym, man. And by the time I got to the gym, dude, I'd be so tired that like I just would try to hit the weight I was hitting, bro, and it was just bad, bro. Luckily, Coco is a fucking gem, and I'm going to give him a shout out. He's been shout out on this podcast again, but man, he kept me sane when it came to health and fitness, because on the days he would come pick me up all the way out here, and then he would drive us to the gym, and we'd work out together, and then he would drop me off, and he'd go home, bro. And so on the days I wasn't skating, I would go with Coco, and on the day Coco couldn't, I would skate, and that took up a majority of my days. I couldn't podcast. I couldn't make music. And then I didn't have a car. I couldn't get around. I had to Uber a fuck ton, bro. And Ubers right now in Los Angeles, man, you got to pull out a small loan to afford to take Ubers nowadays, bro. Because if I want to get down the street, say I wanted to Uber from the gym from my house, like I said, 2.5 miles, $30. Easy. Easy. I'm not even lying. I'm not even exaggerating. I wish I was. I'm not even exaggerating, bro. Easily would cost $30. Maybe not, but if I was going anywhere else, bro, it would cost $30. And so I was skating to the gym, and I couldn't push P. I just quite the most Gen Z thing I've ever said. Oh, he's so hip. He's so modern, this motherfucker. I just quite frankly couldn't push P on push day, and I couldn't pull P on pull day, and I couldn't and I was taking L's on leg day. Oh, you see what I did there? PPL, that was my PPL split. It was not pushing P, not pulling P, and taking L's. That was my PPL split. So then I hit a point, guys, where I'm not going to lie, and now we can get a little serious with it, where a bitch was genuinely sad. And then to add to all the madness, no laptop, no car, no way to get to the gym. I'm not pushing P, pulling P, and I am taking L's. And then on top of that, bro, I can't even make this shit up. The horror story continued because I got sick, like really sick. At first, it was kind of like a cold, and then it got rather flu-y, and then I thought it was COVID, and then I got a COVID test, negative. A week later, I was still sick, got a COVID test, negative, and then I started feeling better for like a week, and then boom, I was like down here, and then I felt better, and then boom, I dropped lower than I was before, bro. The bar was in hell again. This old gag, boom, and then there's where my physical health was, because I wasn't working out, and then I was getting sick a lot, and I didn't know if it was like a lingering sinus infection, if I was just like had a 2-month-long cold. I didn't know what it was, bro. But I genuinely felt like somebody was preying on my downfall. That's what it felt like. It felt like somebody was preying on my downfall. It felt like somebody had a fucking vendetta against me. It felt like the God, El Dios, was putting me through so many trials and tribulations, bro, because it was my laptop, my car, and then fucking, what was it? Oh, I couldn't get to the gym. So like my physique started fucking going away, bro. I felt like trash. And then once I started feeling like trash, bro, I genuinely started feeling like trash because I got sick. And then when you're sick, bro, what do? You sit in bed all day. You try to get better. You start watching YouTube videos. And then I got a crazy addiction to just, that was my days a lot of the times. I would just wake up, watch YouTube all fucking day, literally hang out with my cats. And just at a certain point, it starts to take a toll on, like I said, my physical health. My health was in jeopardy. And then when you feel like shit all the time and you feel like the world kind of turned its back on you, you feel like you're no longer being productive. You lost your sense of routine. My sleeping schedule is absolute fucking dog water right now, bro. I went from, waking up early, doing the podcast in the morning with cafecito time and Duolingo. I lost, guys, oh my God, I lost my fucking Duolingo streak. Oh, when it rains, it pours, bro. Holy fuck. My life was falling apart, G. Oh shit! Now that I'm just like what is it? What the fuck is that word? I don't even know, bro. I have the vocabulary of a second grader, but but now that I'm going over just all everything that's happened in the past month or two, man, life was squaring up with me, bro, and that's crazy. I'm going to go ahead and restart the camera, bro, and give you guys a couple more details and then tell you where I'm at, heading, where we're going to go, like what the future of the Frequency podcast has in store. Okay, I'll be back. Brief intermission. Treacherous. Straight treachery. A tale of treachery. The Frequency podcast, not even the Frequency podcast, The Life of Esteban, a tale of treachery. If that was what I had to label the last 2 months, the last chapter of my life, it would be The Life of Your Floral Father, a tale of treachery. All right, where was I though? What the fuck was I talking about? Yeah, man, everything was falling apart. I got super sick. Obviously, my girl, like I said, I want to give a shout out to Coco for keeping me sane when it came to my physical fitness. But like when I got sick, it was all downhill. And I want to give a shout out to my girl, Mia, fucking gem. She's still around and I still love her to death, man. She truly kept me sane through all of this and let me know that the universe works in mysterious ways and it's not the end of the world and that I'll be back on my bullshit in no time and that sometimes life just throws things at you. But she truly was a trooper through all of this because there was days where like mentally we were just checked out. Days, I'd say weeks. I'd say for the past month and a half, 2 months, I was just checked out. And my girl could feel that, bro. And I feel like shout out to the people that were checking up on me too. There was a couple of y'all that would DM me and be like, where's the podcast? And then DM me and just be like, hey, like, are you all right? Haven't heard from you in a while, bro. Because I truly did. I kind of fell off like Instagram. I kind of fell off everything. It was like I just kind of disappeared from the world. And at a certain point, it's funny in the birthday episode of the podcast, there's this segment, one of my favorite segments from any episode. One of my favorite clips. I might throw it in here just to refresh y'all's memory. We don't accept depression around here. We feel it, and then we say, I'm fucking stronger than you, depression. And depression's like, yeah, prove it. Boom. And then I fucking check depression. He's like, bro, calm down. I'm like, boom. And then I curb stomp that motherfucker. And then he's on the floor all bleeding. And he's like, bro, why are you doing this? I just wanted to ruin your life. And I'm like, shut up. I spit on him, stupid ass bitch. I spit on him. But I'm talking about depression and anxiety and how we're not dealing with those motherfuckers anymore. How I'm throwing blows and it turned into a Japanese anime and then we just aren't putting up with them and we overcome depression and anxiety. And guys, these last month and a half, those motherfuckers won. I'm not going to lie, bro. With everything that was happening, it was so easy to just fall off the wagon and kind of let myself get in a negative mindset. Kind of just, if you can't beat them, join them mentality. And with everything that was happening bad, I just kind of mentally fell apart, which is hilarious because it's like I come on here and I preach all these practices like meditation, just being, positive, gratitude journaling, taking care of your physical health, just doing all these stuff. And once I got sick and once, no car, no laptop, no way to get around, Can't get to the gym. I'm sick. I feel like I'm dying. I feel like I'm just like a useless member to society. I feel like I wasn't contributing or putting out anything meaningful into the world, man. And that sucked. That genuinely sucked, bro. And it starts to take a toll on your mind where it's like, are you worth anything, bro? Do you even give a fuck about yourself at this point? Like, what's happening? You are letting yourself go mentally, physically, emotionally. You are kind of a loose cannon right now. And at certain points, it made me sad. It made me anxious. There was definite bouts of depression. There was definite bouts of unhinged, and not the fun unhinged, not the silly, zany, frequency podcast unhinged like, oh, God damn, I'm praying for you, my brother. My brother in Christ, I am praying for you. That's what everyone is saying to me, bro. Or at least that's what everyone should have been saying. Or that's how I felt. That's how I felt. And I'm not on here to give you guys a sad story or throw me a pity party, because, like I said, I preach all these things about self-improvement. And I guess to me, this was kind of a lesson that at any point, a whole lot of shit can change, bro. But it really is up to you and your mentality, and it tests your character to see if you can work your way out of these situations. And thankfully again, let's talk about the car real quick, because the car's actually kind of a funny story. So the car broke down. I throw the car up on OfferUp. Transmission doesn't work. I'm selling it for the low, bro. I'm selling it for $4,500, but I'm lucky to get $3,000. That's how fucked this car is, bro. And I'm getting a lot of randoms hitting me up on OfferUp, and they're like, yo, I live in fucking damn near. They were like, I live in, where was it, bro? Barstow. Can you tow the car to me? No. No, I can't tow the car to Barstow, bro. Sorry. I was getting a lot of those offers. I was getting a lot of lowball offers, like, all I have is $3. Like the Patrick meme, I have $3. I was getting a lot of offers like that. And I was getting a lot of bro, my car was up for sale for like a month, and I felt like shit because it felt like I was getting nowhere. I had no leads, no real interest. And then out of nowhere, through Facebook Marketplace, this dude hits me up, and his header on Facebook is the M series logos for the BMWs, and that's what I was selling, as a BMW. And he's like, what's the lowest you'll go on this car? And I was like, $3,500. And he was like, it's a good price. He's like, can I come check it out? And I was like, yeah. The car is at my girl's house. She lives in like a residential area where it would be easy for a tow truck to get, like, move it in and out. Because here in my parking garage in my apartment building, it would be treacherous. Should I just name this fucking podcast Treachery? The treacherous tale of your floral father. But anyways, I was like, yeah, come check it out this day. So he pulls up with him and his girl to come look at the car. And this guy's name, can I say it on the podcast? I'm going to say it. Rostislav. Straight from Russia, this guy Rostislav. He comes in and he's like, oh, hello, my friend. But Rostislav and his wife pull up. And he's taking a look at the car. And, bro, the whole time my heart's beating and my mind's racing, because I was like, the transmission doesn't work. There's a dent the size of a fucking softball on the hood. The paint, it was a gloss paint when I got the car, and the sun has used and abused it and chewed it up. And now it's a fucking matte finish on half of the car and gloss on the other half of the car. I was like, the interior is just, it's in nice condition, but it's just like a little dirty. Even when I detailed the whole car before I let anyone see it, and it still looked kind of just old, you know? And I was like, man, bro, he's going to look at the car and be like, what the fuck is this? And then leave. And he checks out the car. He's like, can I run the codes? I was like, sure. So this dude fucking pulls out a laptop. Bro, this shit looks so old. This was the first laptop Steve Jobs ever made, bro. And pulls it out, connects it, plugs it into my car. Is running all the codes. They're all fucking flying up on his screen, bro. They're looking like the Matrix, bro. And it's all in Russian. I have no idea what the fuck it says. And he's like, yes. And I was like, yes, what? And he's like, it appears it's just the transmission. And I was like, oh, fucking thank God, bro. Because I'm not going to lie. I knew it was a transmission, but the car was so old and low key. It was in the shop every other week that I was like, there could be a lot wrong with this car, and I just don't know. And it was just the tranny, man. And so he runs it, and he's like, let me go home and I think about it. I was like, okay. He's like, I have your number. I have you on Facebook. He's like, I think about it. I was like, okay, cool. And now I'm excited because this is the first person that's come to see the car, Rostislav, straight from Russia. I asked him too. I was like, damn, how long you been in the States? He's like, this is my second day here. I was like, you're serious? He's like, yes, this is my second day in LA. I was like, really? And you're already getting a car? He's like, yes, I need to be mobile. I was like, oh, okay, Rostislav. That's not European, but that's just like the foreign hustle, bro. That is like, that's a foreign hustle, man. I feel like foreigners, when they come to this state, they are like, okay, I'm here now. Let me make a killing. They are the ones that still believe in the American dream. And quite frankly, they're the ones that come to the state and work their fucking ass off, bro. I have nothing but respect for Rostislav. I have nothing but respect for any immigrants that are coming here, bro. Because truly, a lot of them come here for a better life. And a lot of them start working and doing just crazy things to get that better life, bro. My mom, immigrant. My girl's dad came from fucking like somewhere way far away. Is a fucking lawyer, makes hella money. I have so many people and friends that their parents are just like immigrants, and they come here and just make a killing and make a fire ass life for their children. And I have nothing but respect for that. And I can tell Rostislav is doing that with the way the world's going right now, with the Russia and the Ukraine situation. Rostislav, he told me he was on the run, but I know he was like just trying to get away from that whole war and that whole political climate. And so he came to LA, man, and he was like, I'm gonna move to LA, live a better life. And 2 days in, bought my fucking car. Literally text me the next day. He's like, what's the lowest you'll go in the car again? I was like, 3,500, but I was like, honestly, bro, if you just take it off my fucking hands, I'll do it for 3,000. He was like, all right, cool. Let me see if I could book. Hola, negro. Ay, negrito, te quiero, te quiero. Another thing that kept me sane through the life of treachery I was just enduring is Negrito, baby. I love him so much. Look at this. Oh, my God. Oh, my God, bro. I love this creature so much. I love him so much. Fun fact, this motherfucker just learned how to open doors. So he just be breaking into my room. You guys know I don't like to let him in here a lot because, look, I'm looking at a nest of cords over there that I still haven't thrown out because I was balls deep in crippling depression, and my room was I had depression room for a while. But I literally had a nest of cords that he chews through, and we all know he has a little chewing fetish, and he doesn't like to see his papa succeed when it comes to electronics. So I don't let him in my room. And he said, fuck you, I'll evolve. He said, when just like I did, he said, when life throws me hard times, I'm going to evolve and overcome them. So that was his obstacle. He wasn't allowed in my room, and he evolved and grew little fucking kitten hands and knows how to open doors now. He opens my door and just waltz in. So that's crazy. I need to get a door that locks. And I need to get one of these twisty knobs because I have the handle one. But anyways, back to Rostislav. I digress. So Rostislav buys my car. I agree to sell it to him for $3,000. And he's like, okay, let me find a garage. He's like, let me find a DIY garage because I'm going to fix a transmission myself. And I was like, what, bro? What? I was like, whatever, dude. So he texts me back like in 2 days. He's like, here's the game plan. He's like, have the car towed to this place, this garage. I'm going to fix a transmission, yada, yada. We'll do the sale, the exchange. You can give me the title, yada, yada, at this hour. I was like, okay. So I wake up. It was like a Saturday morning at like 8 a.m. I get the car towed to him. The tow guy drops it off. We wait for this DIY garage. I didn't even know those existed. Garages that you can rent out, and they have all the tools. They supply most of the tools, and then you can just work on a car yourself. And so he buys my car, sells me the $3,000. We do the exchange of the title. I get all the DMV shit done. Give him the plates, give him the car, puts it in the garage. I go home. Boom. Mwah. I have $3,000 to put towards a new car. I had already bought a new laptop. I'm waiting 2 months for the new laptop to come in. And guys, I'm not even joking. The very next day, Rostislav texts me and he goes, car works again. Car works again. I said, what, bro? He said, yeah. Purring like a kitten. He's like, I'm driving it. It runs fine. He's like, I'm surprised. It runs cleaner than I expected. He's like, I'm so glad we did this exchange. I was like, so you're telling me this guy's been by now in LA for like 4 or 5 days and has already bought a car, found a transmission, replaced the transmission, and got the car up and running and working. I was like, my hat's off to you, Rostislav. You deserve that fucking car, bro. It's been 4 or 5 days. 4 or 5 days. That's how long it takes me to throw up one podcast. And this man replaced the whole transmission on a fucking BMW. I deadass hit him up. I texted him back. I said, yo, bro, when I get my new car, like, can you be my mechanic? Because that was so quick. He just laughed. I said, I don't know how long you plan on staying in LA or the States in general, but my man, my hat's off to you, and I need a mechanic. So, be my mechanic. Literally, I was like, just be my mechanic. And it's funny too. I'll throw up pictures of this motherfucker working on the transmission. Oh, welcome back, Negrito. Welcome back. Did you miss the Frequency podcast as much as I did? Yes, you did. Obviously, he's in the seat. What a fucking gem. But I'll throw up pictures of Rostislav, man, because that shit genuinely blew my mind. I was like, it takes motherfuckers 4 or 5 days to even reply to an email, to even send out business emails. It takes 4 or 5 days for motherfuckers to work up the courage to post something on Instagram. And by motherfuckers, I mean me. Sometimes it takes 4 or 5 days for me to work up, to get past the anxiety of sending out an email to my agent or or to whatever it is, bro. And this dude moved to America, bought a car, and replaced the whole transmission, and the car runs fine now. And yeah, like I said, here, I'll just leave them up still, the pictures of this man fixing the car, because I was shocked. I was scooping my jaw off the ground because my fucking jaw dropped, because I was like, damn, this dude is dedicated. And it's funny because I'll still keep in touch with him. He'll be like, hey, man, did you ever get a new car? And I was like, speaking of new car, yes, I did. Here it is. Your boy bought a Kia Soul. You guys remember the rapping hamsters? You guys remember the raving hamsters? You guys remember the hamsters in general? Boom. I bought a Kia Soul. And I was so excited. I bought this Kia Soul. And like I said, when it rains, it pours. A lot of shit was happening. So a lot of money went towards the new laptop. A lot of money went for the down payment of a new car. And man, bro, it sucks because I bought this car and I was so excited. And literally the day I drove it off the lot, the check engine light came on, because when it rains, it pours. And so I texted the guy that I bought it from, and I was like, yo, the check engine light's on. He runs his own dealership. And he's like, really? And he was giving me some little tidbits on what it is. And I was like, no, it's not that. It's not that. It's not that. He's like, hey, bring it in tomorrow. I'll take it to my mechanic and we'll see what it is. We take it to the mechanic and he runs the codes on the new car I just bought. And he's like, it's your catalytic converter. I was like, I just bought this car. How would it have even passed the smog if it's the catalytic converter, you know? And then the guy that sold it to me, he's like, hey, you have full warranties on everything. He's like, just take it to the Kia dealership. It's under warranty. And they'll just replace whatever it is brand new. He's like, don't even worry about it. I was like, okay, I'm not tripping. I get to the Kia dealership. First of all, I schedule an appointment and they schedule me like 2 weeks out. So I wait my 2 weeks. What's the Jeopardy music? Dun, 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 dun. I'm waiting. And then, boom, my appointment happens and I take it to the Kia dealership and I was like, yo, man, the catalytic converter is fucking sauce. It's fucking fried. Can you guys just replace it? Do what you need to do. And he's like, yeah, let me just run your codes and see what you have under warranty. And I was like, cool. Runs the warranties and he's like, all your warranties are expired. And I was like, nah, that can't be it. I was like, I just bought this car. You know, they told me that like everything's still under warranty. Like it should be fine. And he's like, no. He's like, it was a 5-year warranty. They all expired in 2021. He's like, it's 2022, in case you're not aware. And he's like, and all the warranties on top of that were first owner only. You appear to be the third owner. I was like, so I called the dude I bought it from. Fucking livid, bro. I was like, hey man, what's up? He's like, hey, how you doing? How's the car? I was like, here at the Kia dealership, they're telling me that I don't have any warranties on the car. He's like, what do you mean? I was like, there's no warranties. You promised me that I had all these fucking factory warranties still for like the next 50,000 miles, and they're telling me that everything's expired. He's like, put him on the phone. So they start talking about it, and he goes, they whatever. They beef it out, and then the guy gives the phone back to me, and then the dude I bought the car from, he's like, yeah, look, so it appears you only have an emissions warranty. And I was like, what? So you lied to me. And he's like, with this fucking fist in his mouth, his fucking foot up his ass, bro. Doesn't know what to tell me. And he's like, look, man, I apologize. We're going to handle this. He's like, but just let me know what happens. If it's a catalytic converter, it's under the emissions warranty. So don't worry. It's under the emissions warranty. And I asked the guy and he's like, if it's your catalytic converter, yes, it's under the emissions warranty. He said, if it's not the catalytic converter, whatever it is, you're going to have to pay out of pocket. And I was like, fuck, I'm mad. So I was like, let me take this to my mechanic and see what he recommends. So my mechanic's up the street. I take it to him. I was like, hey man, just bought this car. It's fucked up. I got lied to. I got lied, cheated, scammed. I felt fucking terrible. I'm having a panic attack. I'm mental treachery, mental treachery. And then my mechanic runs the codes. He's like, it is the catalytic converter. He's like, I was like, how much would that cost? He's like, if you get it fixed here, anywhere from like 1,500 to 3K. I was like, are you fucking kidding me, bro? He's like, yeah. He's like, I recommend you go to the dealer who sold you this car and say, take this piece of shit back. Why the fuck would you sell me this? He's like, you should have a 90-day warranty, like buyer warranty, whatever the fuck. He's like, if you bought it from an authentic dealer, just take it back. He's like, this is bullshit. You got scammed. I was like, what the fuck? So then I take it back to Kia and I'm like, hey, I have two mechanics now telling me it's the catalytic converter. You said it was under an emissions warranty. Is it under the emissions warranty? He's like, let me check real quick. Goes in the back. I'm on hold for like 30 minutes. He comes back. He's like, listen, if it is the catalytic converter, he's like, this one is under warranty. He's like, if it's this part of the catalytic converter, it was like the muffler, the fucking muffler flux capacitor catalytic Kool-Aid converter, whatever it is. That was the dumbest shit I've ever said. But he's like, if it's this one, you're looking at about $2,500. I was like, fuck, pissed, bro. And I was like, well, how can we know? He's like, I got to run a synopsis. I gotta go on full doctor mode and run a checkup on the car, and that could take anywhere from right now, due to our stock and how busy we are, probably like 2 or 3 days. I was like, fuck, man. So I don't have a car. Again, just got a car. I used it for probably a week, and now it's in the shop having a major repair done under a warranty that I'm just hoping is under warranty. So I don't have to go $2,500 out of my fucking pocket after I just put so much money down on this vehicle, thinking I was like in good hands. Thinking I was on some Allstate shit. Allstate, are you in good hands? You remember those commercials? Man, what a throwback. So then 2 days later, he calls me and he goes, Esteban. I was like, what's up, man? Give me good news. Give me good news. I said, if one more thing happens in my life, I'm literally going to go do somersaults on the 405. Dead ass. I was like, I'm going to order a fucking stool and a noose on Amazon and hope that it's under Prime, covered under Prime, bro. I'm sorry. That was a dark joke. But he's like, listen, man. It is covered under the warranty, your emissions warranty. So he's like, don't worry, we're going to replace the part free of charge. And I was like, God damn, finally, the universe threw me a bone. Even though that shouldn't have happened in the first place because the car is fucking brand new. It only has like 40,000 miles on it, bro. But the universe finally threw me a fucking bone, and it took them like a week to even get the part. And then they call me and they're like, your car's ready? So now my car works fine. My laptop works fine. I have a brand new car. The podcast is back. The camera's back. The camera never went anywhere. I act like the camera fucking broke, but the camera is in good condition. It never grew legs and ran away. Negrito's healthy. I'm healthy. I'm finally back, bro. I'm finally at a point where in the past 2 months, I'm no longer blowing my nose. I can go to the gym. Everything seems to be coming back to baseline. And when everything started coming back to baseline, I feel good again, man. Genuinely, I feel good. And I'm just going to wrap the podcast here because I feel like this has been a lot of rambling, and I don't want this first podcast to be a lot of ramblings. But I'm just happy to be back, man. And I, like I said, I have so much love for my girl, for Coco, my cat, Negrito baby, because like as much as our cats are, you know, like family and pets, they really are like little emotional support animals, and they held me down and kept me sane for the past 2 months. My girl held me down and kept me sane for the past 2 months. And even when I was falling off and just experiencing a lot of mental anguish, mental fog, I gave into a lot of instant gratification things, bro, such as like I was like, if I'm not going to be doing anything, I at least want to be somewhat productive. And I was posting a lot on TikTok, and it got to a point where honestly, guys, my depression was so overbearing that I didn't even have the energy to make TikToks. Simple little fucking 15 to minute long videos to throw on the internet, little bullshit throwaway content. I didn't even have the motivation to want to do that because I was so down in the dumps that I was like, I don't feel like doing anything. But now I feel like the world is back in my fucking hands, bro, and I can do whatever the fuck I want. And I want to thank you guys, whoever's watching this podcast, whoever's stuck around for just being there for me, man. And to those people that checked up on me, thank you, genuinely. And just thank you to you guys, man. I cannot express the gratitude and the love that I have for you guys. I knew eventually the podcast was going to come back, but it was just up to me when. And now that I have a laptop, a working laptop that is it's a power horse, bro. I've been making, I literally, just to test this laptop out, I opened up a blank Ableton project, put the settings on like 128. What is that? The fucking the delay times or whatever the fuck, I don't know, but I went into fucking the settings and I put it like when you're recording, you know how you want to go. I don't even know what I'm saying, but I maxed out the settings to see how much I can do. I loaded up, like, I'm not even shitting you, like 50 tracks with Serum on them. Every single track had like 40 instances of OTT, and my CPU didn't even make a fucking dent on the CPU. My CPU was like, is that all you got? Is that all you got? The power level was over 9,000 and my fucking CPU was not even taking a hit, bro. So I'm putting this laptop through the ringer, and it is up for the challenge, man. Also, bro, my hard drive was corrupt, and all of my when it rains it pours, bro. My hard drive was corrupt, and all of the tunes I was working on got deleted and got erased. And then I had to buy a $100 software to recovery. It was like a recovery software, and it recovered everything from my hard drive from 2015, the year that I got the hard drive, and I was able to transfer all the stuff onto my new hard drive. But that was just another headache. When it rains, it pours. Hard drive, laptop, car, health. I was sick. I couldn't work out. Everything, bro. Depression, anxiety, everything was built up against me. But I'm just happy to be back, bro. And baby steps. I promise you guys to not abandon you anymore. Because there's no reason to. So, guys, thank you. Thank you for tuning in again. I know this podcast was kind of meh, but I just wanted to explain everything that's happened and explain kind of where my life's at right now. But I'm ready to get back on track, man. And I'm happy that you guys are here still with me and that we're in this together, man. Mwah. So thank you. Signing out. Oh, long overdue. The 18th episode of the Frequency podcast. Mwah. Signing off. I'm your floral father. That's Negrito Baby. As always, we're sending love and positive energy your way. Mwah. I love you guys. And it is fucking good. And it is so relieving and amazing to be back. Mwah. Thank you. Hi, Papi Coño. We're doing the damn thing.